All right, today take a look at the QFUN digital caliper. Okay, so I do like that it comes with 2 extra batteries and it's got its own little container for that, so that's nice. So when this thing actually dies, I'll have 2 more batteries to install for that. So the battery compartment is of course right here. So you just pop that door open and then that is our coin cell battery. So we do have options for metric, so millimeters or inches. So we can swap that out, which is great for me because most of the stuff I do is in thousandths. But if I need to find out like the diameter of a bolt or something like that, I can use metric for that. Because most bolts are fairly precise. If you can get a good measurement on here with a metric and it's not quite lining up correctly, switch over to inches and you'll find out if this is actually an inch or a metric bolt. So these are great for that. We actually have an on-off switch, which is nice because I find that most of these things, they want to just kind of time out, which means it's going to be draining the battery until eventually it decides to shut off. So having a physical button is something that gives me a little peace of mind. We also have the 0 button. So if we were to open this thing up a little bit and 0 it, we can then set our 0. We do have this grip right here. It makes it a little easier to grab that and get that precise measurement. And it looks like this is accurate up to the hundredths. So we do not have a thousandths measurement, which is fine. Now this is not aluminum. This it feels kind of like a plastic. It says on the back that it is a carbon fiber composite, which is fine. I mean, as long as this thing feels stiff, which it does feel stiff, that's all that really matters. You can see it goes up to 6 inches or 150 millimeters. So let's go ahead and use this to see if my setup block is actually accurate. So this should be 1 inch across. First, let's go ahead and put it at 0 and 0 it. So right now we're at 0. And then if we measure that, look at that, 1 inch. So that's fantastic. So that means that this is perfectly accurate and this is perfectly accurate. And I can use these to check other objects. So that's good. So I can of course use this to measure outer diameter. If I want to use inner diameter, I can use this. So I give the same measurement, but if I want to check like the diameter of a tube or something like that on the inside, I can use this. And if I want to use depth, I can use this right here, right? So anything up to 6 inches, I can measure with that depth gauge. So yeah, this is perfectly accurate. I'm happy to use this. Overall, that is not a bad caliper.